Class 9th NCERT Exemplar, Chapter 6 on tissues. Question number 1. Which of the following tissues has dead cells? Is it parenchyma or sclerenchyma, collenchyma or epithelial tissue? So here correct answer will be sclerenchymatous cells. Okay, sclerenchymatous cells are the one that have dead cells. It includes some examples like your cork cell is an example of sclerenchyma cell. Bark cell, they are also example of sclerenchyma cells and they are dead cells. Okay, moving on to the next question. You have to find the incorrect one. You have to find the statement which is incorrect. Okay. First option is parenchymatous tissue have intercellular spaces. Yes, they do have, because parenchymatous tissue includes some parenchyma cells also, and as you know, parenchyma cells will have air spaces in between so that buoyancy is created and the plant can float over the water. So usually in plants that are in water, okay, aquatic plants, they have these type of parenchyma cells, which is a type of parenchymatous tissue. Next option, collenchymatous tissue are irregularly thickened. Yes, collenchymatous cells have irregular thickening, okay, so that the plant has flexibility. The tissue should have flexibility and it can move easily, like you see in the case of money plant and many other climbers and all, they don't break as they turn. So it is because of the flexibility given by these collenchymatous cells, okay, these collenchymatous cells. Now the next option is apical and intercalary meristem are permanent tissue. Are they permanent? No, they are temporary tissue, or we can say they are not permanent, right? Reason is these meristems are those cells that have ability to divide. They keep on dividing, okay. So because these are continuously dividing, they are not permanent. Later on they become a permanent tissue, but initially when they are in the stage of division, we call them as a meristematic cell. Meristematic cells are those cells that have this ability to divide. They can divide, okay, and they can allow the cells or the plant to grow. So these apical meristems are there, which are present at the shoot and root tip. Intercalary meristem is there, and there are also lateral meristem, right? So anyways, this option is the wrong one. So here our answer will be option C. Let us see D option also. Meristematic tissues in its early stage lack vacuoles. Very true. Okay, even this one is correct, because when they have to keep on dividing, vacuoles are not required as such. So they are absent in meristematic tissue, or in meristematic cells, meristems. They don't have vacuoles. Okay. Now moving on to the next one. Girth of the stem increases due to. Girth of the stem will increase due to what? Due to apical meristem, lateral meristem, intercalary meristem or vertical meristem. Yes. So here answer will be girth means the diameter. Okay. It's how the this diameter, how this increases, it becomes more and more, okay, as the plant grows. So it is because of the lateral meristem, option B. Okay, moving on to the next question. Which cell does not have perforated cell wall? So which cell is not going to have perforated cell wall? Cell wall with perforation means there will be gaps in between, okay, there will be some pores like thing in order to allow the direct movement of the water, or let's say food, okay. So where it will not be present? Tracheids we see in case of xylem cells, companion cells we see in case of phloem cells, sieve tubes also we see in phloem cells, and vessels are seen in xylem cells, okay. Now we have to see which one do not have perforated cell wall. So it is the companion cells that do not have perforated cell wall, okay. It is the sieve tube cells present in the phloem cells that have the perforated cell wall. These have perforated cell wall to allow movement of food, okay, transport of food. Whereas the companion cell, if you see, they do not have. And here they are asking which cell does not have. So it is the companion cell which does not have. Tube cells have, okay, they have perforated cell wall so that the food prepared and stored in the phloem cells can be transferred to other parts of the plant like leaves and all. Okay, moving on to the next question. Intestine absorb the digested food materials. What type of epithelial cells are responsible for that? So in question number 5 it is given, intestine absorb the digested food material. What type of epithelial cells are responsible for that? So here answer will be the columnar epithelium. Okay, columnar epithelium cells, they are seen in our digestive tract. Okay, so intestine will also will contain the columnar epithelium. It is also present in your respiratory tract. Okay, in your respiratory tract also. Okay, TORY. Okay, fine. So respiratory tract also contain columnar epithelium cells. Moving on to the next question. A person met with an accident in which two long bones of hands were dislocated. Which among the following may be possible reason? Okay, so here your answer will be, you have to decide, like it is the two long bones. Okay, two long bones of the hands means something between the two bones acting as a connective tissue. Okay, that is getting dislocated. So two long bones of hands are getting dislocated means there is some change in that. Okay, so we have to take, is it a tendon due to tendon break, or is it a break of skeletal muscle, or is it a ligament break or areolar tissue break? So in order to answer this question, you should know what is a tendon, what is skeletal muscle, ligaments, areolar tissue, and one by one I'll explain each of these. Okay, here tendon are those connective tissue that connects your muscles to bones. Okay, tendons are those connective tissue that connects your muscles to bones. Fine, and they are fibrous tissue with great strength. At the same time, they bring flexibility. So tendons are muscles that will connect, that tendons are those connective tissue that connects your muscles to your bones, and they bring flexibility so that easy movement can take place. Fine, and they are of fibrous kind, they are fibrous tissue. Next one is skeletal muscle. What do you understand from the term skeletal muscle? So these are actually those muscles that are attached to our bones. Okay, so muscles that are attached to our bones and help in the movement, they are called as skeletal muscles. Fine, and what type, how they are cylindrical shape, they are striated, they have black and white bands are present, right? Light bands and dark bands are present in them. And what else is there? They have multinucleus, they are multinucleated, they have number of nucleus present near the membrane, so they are multinucleated. Fine, and the skeletal muscles are mainly those muscles that are in our control. Usually the skeletal muscles are voluntary type of muscles. Okay, they are voluntary, they are in our control, like the muscles of your hands and of the thighs, biceps, triceps, all these are skeletal muscles. Fine, now moving on to the next word, that is ligament. Now what you understand from the term ligament? That they are those type of connective tissue that are connecting two bones. Okay, means they are the connective tissue that are present between two bones, means connecting one bone to another one. Okay, so between two bones what you see is the ligament. Fine, and how are they? They are quite elastic. These tissues are very elastic and they have considerable strength. They contain very little matrix and they connect bones with the bone. Okay, so as I said, it is connecting two bones. One bone will be connected to another by the connective tissue called ligament. And where do we find this ligament? Yes, we find ligaments in your ankle joint, elbow joints, also in the knee joint. Okay, also in a shoulder, there all you will find ligament is present. The next type is the areolar tissue. Now what are these areolar tissues? Areolar is also kind of connective tissue. It is found between the skin and the muscles. So areolar, where you will see between the skin and muscles, okay, skin and muscle cells, okay. So between skin and muscle cells, areolar tissues can be seen. It is also seen around the blood vessels and nerves, and also in the bone marrow, fine. And it is the one that is responsible for, you know, storing the, like your tummy fat is because of this areolar tissue. We call those cells as adipose, okay, the one that are storing the fats, okay. So we call it as adipose, okay. So in this question they are asking you, suppose somebody is you know, facing this accident, and the two long bones of hands were dislocated. So between the two bones, what will take place? What is which connective tissue is present between the two bones? It is the ligament. So means there must be a ligament break, okay. So this is how you have to answer this question. So it's a ligament break. Moving on to the next question, question number 7. It is asked, while doing work and running, you move your organs like hands, legs, etc. Which among the following is correct? So while working, when we are doing something voluntarily, it means those muscles that are in our control, okay, and they are mainly the skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are those muscles that are connected directly to our bones, okay. So they are the one that are involved or they are helping us in body movement. So let us see which one will be the correct option. One by one we will read the statement. Smooth muscles contract and pull the ligament. See, while working and running, no, smooth muscles are not involved, okay. So we will not keep this option. Smooth muscles here also has come, so again this is not the correct one. We will see about skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscle contract and they pull the ligament to move the bones. See, skeletal muscle are those muscles that are connected to bones, right? And what is that connective tissue that connects the muscles to the bone? I told you that it is a tendon, okay. Tendon is the one that is connecting our muscles to our bones. I am just writing muscles M, and for bones I am writing B, okay. So just remember, tendons are the one that are connecting muscles to our bones. So this cannot be the correct answer, because ligament is what? Ligament is a connection between two bones, okay. Ligament connects to two bones, whereas the tendons are the one that are connecting our muscles to our bones, fine. So here all these three statements, they are not correct. The fourth one, in the fourth one it is given that skeletal muscles contract and they pull the tendon to move the bones. Yes, because it is the tendon which is connected to the bones, so tendon will be pulled, okay. If it is stretched for more, then what happens? It causes strain on your skeletal muscle, okay, on that particular muscle which is connected to the bone, and due to which the dislocation of the bone has taken place, okay, fine. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 8. Which muscles act involuntarily? Those muscles that are not in our control, they will act as involuntary. So let us see each one of this one by one. Striated muscles are the voluntary muscles, fine. They are the skeletal muscles, they are voluntary muscles, like your biceps, triceps are striated muscles. Smooth muscles you will see in your stomach, okay, in the linings of internal organs and all. So there the smooth muscles are present and they are not in our control, so they are involuntary. Cardiac muscles you see in heart, so they are also involuntary, okay. And skeletal muscles are the voluntary muscles, those muscles that are connected to your bones, okay. So these are also voluntary muscle. They are asking for involuntary, so that is second and third option. Second and third option is there in option C. So question number 8, correct answer second and third. Oh sorry, in C option it is the fourth one written, so it will be your option B. Second and third you see in option B it is present, okay. So B is the correct answer here, fine. Moving on to the next question. Meristematic tissue in plants are localized and permanent? No. As I told you while explaining about the meristematic cell or meristem, I said that these meristematic tissues, they are not permanent, they are they can divide continuously, they lack vacuoles also. Okay, they keep on dividing. There are three types of meristematic tissue which you see at the as an apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem, right? So though they are localized, yes, at particular location, means at the tip they will be present, near the nodes they are present, that is true, they are localized, but they are not permanent, they become permanent later on. Fine, so this is not the correct one. Second option is given that meristematic tissue in the plants, they are not limited to certain region. Are they not limited? They are limited. Again, this is a wrong one. Localized and a dividing cell. Yes, they are localized. Okay, like you will see meristem at the tip of the root, you will see it at the tip of the shoot, near the nodes it will be present. So they are localized, they will be present in one particular area that will keep on growing, that will allow the growth of the plant to take place. So they are localized and they are in the stage of division, they keep on, they have the ability to divide. Okay, and the next point is growing in volume. No, it is not like that, they are not growing in volume, number wise they keep on increasing. Okay, there is exponential growth taking place. Fine, moving on to the next one, which is not a function of epidermis. Okay, protection from adverse conditions. Yes, it is a function of epidermis. Okay, epidermis, as you see in case of plants, epidermis here is the in the plants have epidermal tissue with the stomata and all, allow the gaseous exchange also, right? So they have in some of the plants, the upper part of the leaf, you will see it has waxy coating also over it, so that provides protection to the plant. Like if suppose there is lot of heat, so it will anyways the upper portion of the leaf does not have any stomata present, it is stomata is there on the lower side of the leaf, right? So epidermis is basically to give protection. Okay, it provides protection, so this is correct one. We have to look for not a function. Okay, gaseous exchange, yes, because stomata are present in the epidermis. Conduction of water, no, it is not the epidermal tissue which is conducting water, it is the xylem cells that conduct water. Transpiration is loss of water from the surface of the leaf. So whatever extra water is there, that will be will transpire, or it will go out or evaporate from the surface of the leaf through stomata, right? So transpiration also is one of the function of epidermis. Fine, here our correct answer will be this one, C option. Moving on to the next question, select the incorrect statement. So you have to look for the statement which is not correct. Okay, blood has matrix containing protein, salt and hormones. Second option is given that two bones are connected with ligaments. Yes, two bones are connected with ligaments. Tendons are non-fibrous tissue and they are fragile. Are they fragile? No, these tendons, they are fibrous tissue actually, you cannot say they are non-fibrous, they are in fact fibrous tissue. Also they are not fragile. The word fragile means something which is very delicate or weak. Okay, so these tendons are not fragile, they have good strength, but no, they have limited flexibility, means they have good amount of strength and the flexibility is there, but to certain extent, so good kind of strength they have. Okay, so tendons, they are fibrous tissue, they are not at all fragile, they are not at all weak, they have good amount of strength, they do give flexibility also, but to a limited extent. Fine, so this statement is an incorrect statement, so this will be our answer. Okay, C option. Next also we will see cartilage is a form of connective tissue. Yes, it is a connective tissue. You see cartilage which is present in our nose, also in our ear, trachea and larynx, they contain cartilage. Fine, and they are made of what they are composed of? They are composed of protein and sugar. Fine, now if you see the first option, I didn't say much about this. Blood, if you see, it has a matrix containing protein, salt, hormones. Yes, and what is that matrix called? That is called plasma. It is a plasma in which all different type of protein, salts, hormone, including the blood cells are moving around. Fine, so that matrix is nothing but the plasma. Okay, so this is also correct option. So A, B and D are correct, whereas the incorrect one, they are asking you for incorrect. Incorrect is tendon. Fine, Tendon, remember that they are fibrous tissue and they have good amount of strength. Okay. Next one is the cartilage is not found in. Just now I told that cartilage, where what all places we see cartilages are. Cartilage, is it there in our nose? Yes, it is present in the nose. Okay. Are they in our ear? Yes, they are. They present in our ear pinna. Okay. Are they present in our larynx? Yes, they are also present in our larynx. Fine. Now, are they present in the kidney? No, cartilages are not present in the kidney. So, here C option is our correct answer. Okay. Also, children, remember this cartilage is also found in your trachea. Okay. Trachea also has cartilage. I am saying it has. It is cartilage is present in your trachea. Okay. It is related to your respiratory system. If you do not remember, look at all the parts which are there in your respiratory system. Okay, nostril, then you have trachea dividing to bronchi, bronchioles, right, going into your lungs. So you can just see where these tracheas are present. Okay, so nose, ear and larynx and also trachea, they have cartilage. Fine. And moving on to the next question. In the next question it is asked, fats are stored in human body as. So fat, where it is stored? Below our skin. Okay. So fat will be stored where? In the adipose tissue. Okay. Adipocyte cells. Adipose tissue has cells, we call them as adipocyte cells, they contain fat. Okay. Now moving on to the next one. Bone matrix is rich in. It will be bone matrix. Okay, so bone matrix will be rich in which type of mineral? What mineral will be present in our bone matrix? This is asked. Okay, so for question number 14, answer is calcium and phosphorus. Okay, bone matrix will have good amount of calcium and phosphorus. That is what our bone is made of. Okay, moving on to the next one. Contractile proteins are found in. Contractile protein, the one that can contract and relax. Okay, so this kind of feature where we see, in which one? Can you see bones contracting and relaxing? No, right? Blood, is this happening there? Contractile protein will be present? No, not at all. But in muscles, yes, our muscles do contract and relax, right? So muscles are the one which will have these contractile protein. So answer for question number 15 will be muscles. Okay, moving on to the next one. Cartilage, again no. Okay, now next one is voluntary muscles are found in. Voluntary muscles, that are those which are in our control. Okay, we can voluntarily decide like whether we want to run or we want to move our hand. Okay, so all those muscles, bicep, triceps, they are all our voluntary muscles. Okay, so here first option is given alimentary canal. Is your alimentary canal in your control? Once you gulp the food, it goes into your alimentary canal, you don't have any control over it, right? So it cannot be the correct one. Okay, they don't have voluntary muscles. One second, so this is ruled out. Second one, limbs. Limbs means, you understand, your your legs and your hind limbs and forelimbs, your hands and legs both. Okay, so your forelimbs and hind limbs, they are in your control, so they have voluntary muscles. So question number 16, correct answer is limbs. Iris of the eye, what type of muscles are present in the iris of your eye? Iris of your eye contains smooth muscles, remember. Okay, smooth muscles, they are also kind of involuntary, they are not in our control, they are no, they can work on their own, they means they have their own way of working. Okay, we are not controlling them. Bronchi of the lungs, what kind of muscles will be present in the bronchi of the lungs? There also it is the smooth muscles which is present. Okay, so your iris of the eye, or whether it is the bronchi of lung or in your stomach also. Okay, there are muscles that are smooth muscles. Also in the ureter. Okay, ureter, which is related to your excretory system, ureter. Okay, this is ur. Fine. So ureters have smooth muscles, fine, related to excretory system. From the kidney, ureter comes and it is stored, the urine is stored in the urinary bladder. From urinary bladder it goes out through urethra. Fine. Okay. Okay, rest of the questions we will discuss in the next video. I'm just stopping it here and then we'll continue further with the remaining MCQs and also with rest of the questions which are given in your exemplar book. Thank you.